I'd say it was like the early 90s I got into Granite. And, one of the things that Rob and Steph and I have in common is that they had a little Granite going on themselves. They came up with some Granite, but mine was actual Stone, and theirs was actually a band called Granite. And Rob, why don't you tell us a little bit about that, and maybe delve into some of that history, and then tell us how it evolved and stuff. So go ahead, man. I'm going to kick it over to you two and let us in on it.
Steph, you got anything you'd like to start with? Or?
Yeah, in the beginning, me and Robert used to have a rehearsal studio in downtown. A shameless plug, 3B Productions. Sound like Kevin Boone if you need that kind of thing. Look him up. He's still in business. But met a guitar player named Jake Schaefer, and I'd consider him, at that time, a young, up-and-coming gunslinger, if you will.
With the guitar.
Guitar, he, all kinds of country, western background, rock, just all-around kind of guy. And we, just started doing some rehearsing, and the next thing you know, songs were morphing and, mutating over time. Then we decided, let's go get this on tape. So kind of looked around, and I think Rob was the one that found Music Annex in Menlo Park. Maybe Rob, you can talk a little bit about that.
So you guys are writing your own music?
Yeah, we did with that.
Wow, all right.
We had a great time. I mean, we had, Steph and I were a little older than Jake, and we had kind of like the classic rock background hooks, and then Jake was more into the modern guys at the time that were really rocking. And we did an instrumental album, is what we actually did at the time. We were interested in some singers, but it just didn't work out. So we said, we'll just do it instrumentally. And it was popular at the time. It was he was into people like the classics, of course, like Jimmy Page, Hendrix, and Stevie Ray Vaughan, and people like that. But he was, at the moment, he was really into like Steve Vai and Joe Satriani, Eric Johnson, and those type of influences. And he'd blend the two together, and we just had a great time. So started writing some songs, and Jake came up with some hooks, and we had what felt natural for us. And we ended up really enjoying it and playing out a couple times and thinking it was a good thing. So we went into Music Annex and in the studio there and cut the thing in a few, like, I think the basics were like one main session, and then we went back and did some overdubs and different things and some mixing, and we'll have to, we've got the album still, we can post that at a later time or something, but it was called Granite was the band name, and the album title was Rock Hard.
Hey, can we say that?
Did you say that? Yeah. Oh, you just did. I guess you did. So yeah.
Is that an expletive?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. That's always good. It's always good. You just went for it. You got to go for it, right? You just got to.
Definitely, it's rock and roll.
Absolutely.
And so yeah, we had a great time with that, and I think Jake's playing some country now. He's like playing some lead over some hot country music and having a good time.
Dallas.
Nice. Down over in Texas, huh?
In Texas.
Awesome. Yeah. That's the place to do it. He's in Austin? Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, yeah, shout out to him, and that's awesome. So you got awesome album cover.
And that's Rob, by the way.
That's Rob. Yeah.
Did you know that was going to be you, 30 years later?
Yeah. So that was when was that, Rob? It was that when you cut that music there.
I think we did the recording in 1990. So that's a ways back.
Was it Music Annex?
Yes, it was Music Annex.
Who produced it?
It was self-produced, actually.
Nice. So that's good to know, man.
Yeah.
See, so you can do that.
Great engineers over there. And we even got to hang out with Ronnie Montrose over there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He was still around.
He was producing a band, I think, called Jackal.
Oh, yeah, man.
I remember that.
Yeah. Does that sound right, Steph?
Yeah. But going back to Bobo, Fox One on Track Brothers, wanting to do a remix on his digital.
That's right.
Which Bob now is doing a lot of commercials and documentaries and stuff for TV.
Cool stuff.
He's got some Emmy nominations and stuff too with that.
Oh,
shameless plug for Bob.
So no, we're going to send him the link, and Bob, you need to be sitting here with us.
Yeah, we'd love to have you, man. We love you, bro.
So with that,
So what's been going on in your world? We've been talking to these guys, been finding out a little bit about me. What's going on with you, Ruben?
So let's see, a couple band venues got a hold of me. They were popping into my other business, the shop. But Gardinos, downtown Los Gatos, awesome Italian restaurant with great food, great bar. It's always packed. You go in there, they got bands, and the owner Peter is a shameless plug, Peter. That I want you to look for yourself here on our podcast. The bands that that we are familiar with, I'm sending you some tags to, and we're going to probably pop in there and play. But definitely, if you know Gardinos and you're in the Los Gatos area, go in and play pool. He does free pool now 7 nights a week.
You can't beat that.
Brand new table. The table just is
brand
fast and it's beautiful. And I was in there when he installed it, and fast. And all the women that were walking in, they were just, can we play? Can we play?
Now, I don't think there's another pool table.
There's no other pool table in Los Gatos.
I've never seen one there.
And then they host on Mondays, Tuesdays. They've got like jam nights, and Wednesdays they've got Johnny Cat, who's a blues band that plays all around the Bay Area. He plays downtown Sunnyvale. He plays at Fuego. He plays at Little Lou's. All the places we're going to talk about. So he's there on Wednesdays. And then Peter told me, bring in some bands, man. He's like, we got to bring in some bands. Let me see what you're doing. So I'm going to send him the link for this podcast, and we'll definitely get in there soon. So with that being said, what else do we need to wrap up with?
Man, well, shout out to Gardinos, and we'll see you folks out there, definitely. So, Ruben, we're going to look for you one of these days out there.
Well, all of us.
Keep us up to date.
Well, and that's why we said, we need to get bands. Well, here's the thing, though. There's a link at the bottom to contact us. So if you're a band and you want to get in and play at any of these places, Longhouse, Gardinos, The District, there's Quarter Note, all these places, we could get you, the foot in the door to talk to the booking agents there.
Or if you just want to record something.
Exactly. Or you want to be in the podcast. We're trying to promote the bands. We're trying to help everyone get motivated.
Promo reel.
That's right. Send us promo reels.
Get in contact, man. We'd love to meet you. Love to get to know
rock and roll.
What you're doing, what your genre. It could be country western. It could be bluegrass. It could be whatever you want to do. And we just love music.
It could be all cowbell, man.
Yeah, you just
cowbell.
Yeah, just bring a cowbell if you want.
But in all honesty, though, that's totally
enjoy your company.
Also, it would be advantageous because we are going to have venues that we are hosting private venues here in the San Martin, Morgan Hill, Gilroy area that are multi-band venues. And I'll take a snapshot right now. I'm going to post it. You can see a lineup of all the bands that were at the last one. And that's going to happen in the spring, and then we've done 2 in the late October timeframe. So submit, get a hold of us, do a demo in here. I got to thank these guys. Tony, you want to thank anybody else?
No, we got to thank these two fellas here.
Being here,
Steph,
driving down and hanging out.
Aleman brothers,
Happy to be hanging here today.
Yeah, they're just, such special.
They made this happen, man.
Friends in my life, and really just have made it just so much better, having you in my life and being part of everything. So, hats off to you, and you're always welcome here. And I can't say enough about your generosity and your talent and creativity, and you as well, Ruben. So I know you work very, very hard and tirelessly, just really enthusiastic.
This rock and roll, man.
Yeah, you'd go for it, man. Always.
Everybody, you guys know.
And so, we want you guys to go for it, and just keep on playing your music. And if you like listening to music, that's what I like to do. And I love live music, and that's what it's all about, is just supporting these guys that are out there doing it. And it's truly just such a wonderful thing to have in your life. So if you're not into it yet, I suggest you get out there, man, and really lift your spirits. And all these musicians really appreciate you going out there and seeing them. So definitely, it's a win-win for everybody.
And I have on the tags at the bottom of the If you look at the video, and you're going to see comments and notes. I'm going to list. You can click on all the links to all the venues, the bands that we're promoting, and how to contact us.
All right. Well, with that, I'd like to thank each and every one of you that tuning in, and our special guests. And of course, as always, Ruben, who's worked so hard to put all this together and cut it up and edit and produce. And he is really the heart and soul of
The rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, he's the rock, paper, scissors guy, man, for sure. So here, man, like shake your hand, Ruben. Thank you, man. And
thank you guys, man.
Yeah.
Double brother handshake, man. Double brother handshake.
All right. Well, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. Tune in and tell people about the podcast. Catch us next time.
All right. We'll see you guys. Adios.
Guitar, used to play it every night. Now he's in a rock and roll outfit and everything's alright. Don't you know? Don't you know? Trying to his mother, hey mama, I'm going away. I'm gonna be a big star, I'm gonna be a light stage someday. Mama came to the door with a teardrop in her eye. I said, don't cry, mama, smile and wave goodbye. Don't you know?